G'day and welcome to the start of a new campaign in EU4. So for this one, I'm going to go for the achievement from Humble Origins, starting as a custom nation with no more than 50 points, which is the minimum you can set. Have at least 2,000 total development. So let's go custom nation. Now, I've tried it over here a few patches ago in Sassari, joining the HRE and kind of trying to expand from there, mostly expanding up through Genoa and Lucca and stuff, and that's a bit of a headache. So with the new Mamluks government, we're going to try it down this side instead. So we want our capital to be in Tabuk because it's mountainous and it's got a fort there already. Let's go ahead and load the Caliphate ideas that I've got set up. So humble, nice looking Islamic sort of flag. And we're starting with Ramadan and Ding Dong. He's set up like this so we get the minus 21 cost. So he's 000 of the youngest age. He is malevolent to give us extra points as well. I love that you can do that. Malevolent's a good one for custom nations because liberties are in subjects that you don't have at the start. It's cool. Now, because of starting to book, we are Bedouin Sunni with Muslim and chose Mamluk government. Emirate size to give us extra 10 points that you get for not being larger. Now, as far as the ideas go, I'm going to go with the traditions of tech and idea cost reduction. Costs us 16 points, but yeah, pretty good to have the whole way through the game. And then the first three are going to be admin, military, and diplo tech cost reduction as well. After that, it's all military. So land, fire, infantry combat ability, discipline, and morale of armies, so that in the sort of mid-game, we just get to dominate militarily. And the ambition to go with that, bought up for 15 points, aggressive expansion impact reduction 15%, which will be pretty cool. Okay, so we're starting in here, and we also want to have the main points around us. So Jerusalem and Mecca become ours. Then we need to join them up, and we're going to go through Al-Karak, because there's a fort there that we just want to delete so we don't have to deal with it later. And coming down from this way, we go through Yanbu and Al-Waj, joins us up, and then we can get another 7 points to spend on provinces. So point cost down here is 2, but we want Sawakin so we can expand into Africa. I've done this start 3 times with different capital locations and stuff. I haven't actually started with capital in Tabuk. I've usually had it in Mecca itself or up in Jerusalem, but we'll give this one a go. Last time I was testing it out, got to expand through most of this except for Ethiopia and their buddies, but took everything else here, including bits of Hadran and Mogadishu, and expanded through most of this as well, and still didn't have to deal with the Mamluks at all during that. So we'll see if we can do that again. Got another 5 points. We want to grab Aqaba. And we do want to border these guys over here. So Taif and Taruba will be needed. I'd like to get Shina so that we don't get the mission to take that off the Mamluks, rather get the mission to do something in Mekhlaf. But that'll do. Actually, got the mission to take Berber last time, which was cool because it was easy. But that's the basic setup. Other than that, it's all going to depend on where everything comes at the start. So I just tested that for a couple of days before. Alright, so lots of little guys around us. All the alliances are going to make the huge difference here. Alright, the other thing, the Madhab of the Caliphate. So as a young country, we're not yet patronising any particular religious school. While there are many ways to follow God, we should have a specific guiding doctrine for our rulers to follow. So we get the cool choice of Islamic schools here. So admin tech cost reduction would be good, and it would stack nicely with our other ones, save us some admin for doing coring. But aggressive expansion impact is what we're going to end up with. So development cost would be good, merchants, I don't know why you bother. But the Hun Balis, because aggressive expansion matters all the time through the whole game, and it is a real game killer if you don't have it. Next thing. Save the Bedouin people in Shina. Yep, exactly the mission I didn't want to have on offer. Improve relations with Anisa, we will do for the Diplo rep. And we'll send the guy out there to get started straight away. Domestic relations. Really wish these started open instead of closed. Okay. And too few rivals. We want to rival Dawasia, Medina, Medribari. They're pretty good. Okay. So we want to do Mekhlaf because he's rarely very strong. We want to do Beha, so we can get out over that side. And Medribari would be good. Medina we can't do, because they are guaranteed by the Mamluks, and we don't want to do a war like that. Dawasir would be possible. Najd would be possible. Najd would get us out to the Hassa, and then enable us to start attacking guys up here, like Shasha, etc. Otherwise, Dawasir would get us over to Ormuz, which is the start of Shia land, I think. The Bardis are over there, and then bits of Shia. So yeah, we probably don't want to do Hassa and all of them. There's Shia down in this corner as well, and Coptic over here. So yeah, we'll have religious issues for a while. But Najd should be good, and then we can keep our army over here and do things. Okay, now we can build up to 12 force limit. Already had 9, so that is them done. And we're losing quite a bit of money because we have 3 forts. We don't need this one down in the coastal desert because we can't afford it. We don't need this one up in Al-Karak, even though it's mountainous and it'll be awesome to keep. We just can't afford that either. Alright, so in here we've got a level 3 fort in the mountains, which will protect these ones around. We want to grab both of this from Aniza as soon as we can as well. And let's mothball our last fort and stop paying our army. We need to save up our money. Now, states demand control. We have 60 development, and they both demand 10%. So, Al-Quds is huge. We only need to give away 6. Do we have another one that's over 10? We do, down in Mecca. Alright, Taif can go to the Ulema. They're happy. Mecca is going to go to the merchant guilds so that we can do stuff with them. And we need another 6er. We could do like Druba and here. Alright, it was the Emirs we didn't give anything to yet. Emirs and Emirs. Now I'm going to do another thing that's a little bit dodgy that I'll show you in a second. How do we want to go here? Unrest reduction, missionary strength guy. Take that even though we'll never use him. Just want to get the 100 points. Not from the Emirs. From the Merchants Guild, we'll grant the Monopoly Charters. And that gives us the 100 Diplo. It's going to be the only time that we get Diplo and Admin from these guys. Because from the Emirs, we're going to call the Diet. We're going to grant the Generalship. We are going to recruit the Minister, I imagine. How are we looking up there? Yeah, pretty good. Alright. Recruit him, gets us up to 95, and let's grab some more manpower. I actually need to give them a little bit more land to get them up to 100. This one's not worth a great deal. Let's give this one to the Emirs. Puts them on 100 so that we can grab 200 military power. And free slots. Do we want to do anything? Probably not yet. Alright, Ottomans. We will go for the royal marriage, and then we should be able to get an alliance pretty quickly. Just going to get this kicked off so I can show you a few more things before we stop. So yeah, the alliance becomes available in a month, and we are improving with Aniza. Okay, you know, let's just run it till the end of the year. Alright, free advisors we don't need yet. Now, Aniza wants to give us an alliance. It depends on what they've done. They're with Hizn Kaifa, which is the one up there that you have to do for the other achievement. And who did we rival? Beja, Najd, and the Wasir. So Beja doesn't have anybody yet. Najd is allied with Ormuz, who are a bit tough in the early game. He's allied with Yas and the Timurids. Well, Yas is there, and the Timurids are huge, so we're not going to be able to go through Dawasir, unfortunately. Aniza we could use for a while. We could only promise him land in Shamar, so let's just say no to him. Alright, now, our looming disaster. Aristocratic coup goes at +5, so by a year and a half from now, this is going to trigger, and that's not actually a bad thing when you're playing this way for some reason. It's kind of weird. Okay, well, I'm going to take a short break here, because this was just going to show you the setup for this game that's going to start airing tomorrow. But hope you're going to enjoy it, and I'll see you then. See you later.